Alrighty, folks, it's that time of year again. I am starting my Become a Hero toy drive. Between now and December 20th, whenever you purchase any of my books, all of the proceeds and revenue will go towards buying toys for children this holiday season. If you are not interested in purchasing any of my books, that's okay. You can go ahead and make a direct donation to my PayPal account. All of the money we raise this season will be matched out of my own pocket, and this year I have a personal goal of raising $500, which means a total of $1,000 will be used to buy toys for children this holiday season. So I do hope you guys do take the time out of your busy, hectic holiday schedule and support this noble cause, and I do wish you guys a very happy holiday season. Will at Heroic Studios out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Culture Shock, the show reminding you that the election has not ended yet. Also, I would like to know, when is this Republican looting and rioting going to start? Because your boy needs a PlayStation 5 and a new TV. Just throwing it out there. We'll call it peaceful protesting so that way no one gets arrested. Sounds good? So let me know, time and place. And are we supposed to quit our jobs now and get that lovely money from the government, or how does that work? I'm still trying to figure out how all this socialism is supposed to work. Anyways, I am your host, Will at Heroic Studios. And before we get started today, I just want to let you guys know that January 10th, 2021, my manga, Ultima, The Legend Untold, is going to be launching. Now, I bet you're asking yourself, wow, I didn't know he drew manga or comics. Yes, that is actually what I do. I freelance on the side. I draw for other clients and I draw for myself. This story is actually from my mind, my creativity, original concept, original everything. And where you can read it is actually for free on Webtoon starting January 10th. But if you go ahead and jump on my mailing list, you guys can read Friday, January 8th, 2021, on my personal, I guess, exclusive club if you join my mailing list. So keep that in mind, folks. It's going to be fun. I've been working on this since we all got locked down back in March. So I've been working on it all year, just kind of giving back. I know people have been going crazy about wanting to get out of the house, nothing to do. Well, this is coming from me to you. It's free. I've been putting in a lot of hard work and time for it. So I do hope you guys do enjoy it. So getting into today's episode, a little update from the week on everything that's going on with the election. Yes, it has not ended, folks. It is still going on, and there is a lot to get to, both on the front lines, in the media, and of course, within the actual election itself. But first, before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I am slowly creeping on that 500 subscriber mark. Not a big milestone like other people would like, but it is enough for me, and great. Your viewership is just enough. So please hit that subscribe button. Please share this video out. I see a lot of people are abandoning Twitter and moving towards Parler now. I'm actually starting to upload my videos on Rumble, so you can find me both on Parler and Rumble under my name, Will at Heroic Studios. Will at Heroic Studios. So go ahead and check me out over there. Of course, I have my podcast, which we're bringing back the Sunday Talk pretty soon. I got some more guests coming on. People have been canceling because of this whole COVID crisis. People are being, it's just insane with this whole thing. I know a lot of states are starting to lock back down, so we'll see what happens. But I'm still trying to get you guys some guests for the Sunday Talk, and it's not just about politics, it's about pop culture, family life, all the other fun stuff to kind of get your mind off of everything. All right, so getting into it, folks, the election is still going on. Don't listen to the media. Whatever they're saying, I would completely, utterly ignore it. In fact, I would just disregard the media altogether, because this week they have come out and said Trump and the Republicans are staging a coup. A coup, I tell you. They're going to overrun our democracy because they're staging a coup. Listen, two things need to be true in order to stage a coup. One, something illegal needs to happen, okay, in order to stage a coup, meaning you would have to break the laws, overthrow a government, yada, yada, yada. If the GOP and Trump are still technically in power, not really sure how they would be staging a coup. Number two, just because Trump and some of the Republicans won't concede the election doesn't mean they're staging a coup. This is from your legacy media folks, CNN, MSNBC, all these folks. Even Fox News is trying to get in on the buzz here. I'm not really sure what's going on over there, but I know your boy Tucker Carlson is, probably fighting these people off over there with a stick and still doing what he needs to do in order to bring us relevant information as well as factual. So if you're still watching Fox News, great. If you're still just watching Tucker like me, it is what it is. But CNN has stated that Trump is trying to stage a coup. Man, I don't know how long the fear mongering is going to go. I'm sure that anything going forward that happens is going to be Trump's fault. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. If aliens come down 30, 40 years from now, somehow the media will point to Trump and said that he probably launched some type of secret satellite into space that caught the aliens and it took him 40 years to get here or some bullshit like that. Because, going forward, anything bad happens, they're not going to blame Joe Biden if he's elected president. They're going to blame Trump because that's what they do. Don Lemon saying a quiet part out loud that what are they going to report on when Trump is out of office? Well, you just took the man, put an IV plug into him, stick him into your veins, and just fed off this fool for 4 years. This dude can say anything to infinity and beyond, and you guys would take it as xenophobic. Oh, he's not including these people when he talks about infinity and beyond. Listen, people, calm the fuck down. All right? The election's still going on. There is a lot of litigation happening and a lot of lawsuits being filed. Now, here's the thing, okay? Take into account, there's a lot of factors that are going on right now. And throughout the week, I've been slowly watching and keeping an open eye on everything that's happened. People have been sending me articles, telling me, check this out. People have been sending me videos to watch. Listen, I watch everything, I read everything, and I take pretty much everything I see and watch with a grain of salt. What I do pay attention to, though, are things that can be backed up. All right. Now, there are allegations of voter fraud that have not been debunked. There are people coming forward with allegations of voter fraud. Now, keyword here is allegations. I am neither confirming nor denying these claims. All I'm saying, in order to protect the integrity of our election, these things need to be looked into. So if people are saying that a ton of dead people voted in Pennsylvania during this election, I think somebody should go over there and check that out. If someone is saying that mail-in ballots with Trump's name on it has been dumped into a landfill, and there's video floating around of that, mind you, that needs to be investigated too. Now, the gap is narrowing in Arizona. I think last weekend we were at 26,000 votes between Biden and Trump. I think last time I checked, which was yesterday, it was a little bit closer to 11,000, high 10,000. All right, so that they're still counting votes. They're still counting votes in Arizona. Now, they called Alaska and they called North Carolina because the media is petty like that. Trump won 3 electoral votes because he won the state of Alaska. Okay, you petty fucks. Okay, we get it. We understand. You're just trying to play this fucking kindergarten game. I understand. I get it. But Georgia has already started recounting the votes by hand in those precincts. So we don't really know what's going to happen there. Other allegations have coming across my way that all these lawsuits are being thrown out by courts. There's no evidence to suggest that. There might be something as of making this video, but everything that I have checked in order of in which I've received them of lawsuits being thrown out have been debunked. All right. Trump and a lot of people in the GOP are filing lawsuits to look into this, especially in Pennsylvania, where these people were not able to get in and observe the counting process. I think that's a little suspicious. And I said that in my last video. If you have nothing to hide, then there shouldn't be a reason why GOP observers couldn't be in there and make sure that everything is being counted right. So that's a little fishy there. All in all, if I had to put money on this, I would say, and you guys are going to hate me for this, if I had to put money on this, I would say that, yes, the way it looks right now, Biden could be president. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Not really, because Republicans have increased their presence in the House of Representatives and they have maintained the Senate. So anything the AOC and the squad and Democrats would try to do is just going to be fucking swatted down by House of Representatives, Republicans, Senate, and Mitch McConnell. So it's going to be very fun to watch these people freak out and somehow make it Trump's fault, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. But we'll get into AOC and the squad a little bit later in the show. Going forward, I think all of these allegations of voter fraud need to be investigated thoroughly and effectively, to be honest, because honestly, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to take that. It doesn't really matter, because if it's somehow that Trump ends up turning over Georgia and Pennsylvania, the left are going to be like, they stole the election. Voter fraud exists, even after months of saying that voter fraud couldn't happen. Just watch. Just watch. And I kind of want to go back in time and just play with the election and make sure Trump wins, so I can come back to the future and hear the left talk about, hey, voter fraud exists. I know we've been saying it for 5 months now that it couldn't happen, that mail-in voting was a good idea to avoid COVID, but voter fraud exists. They're going to do it. They're going to do it if Trump overturns Georgia and Pennsylvania. It's happening. But not only that, but a lot of people on the right, are now claiming voter fraud and the election was stolen. Look, guys, I really don't know how to go about this, but a mature adult would probably just sit this one out, to be honest. Yes, these things are being investigated. They're being investigated by AG William Barr, the Attorney General. He's looking into it. I don't think the dude is going to overlook anything, especially after the whole Russia investigation and the probe and the Steele dossier and all that stuff that he investigated. All right, so just sit back and just chill. All right, let the AG William Barr do what he needs to do, because I don't know, he's been pretty much objective so far in the last 4 years. So that's all I can tell you at this point. But in order for Trump to overturn Atlanta and Pennsylvania, I think in Pennsylvania he has a gap of like over 70,000 votes. Georgia, not so much. I think he has about between 15 and 20,000 votes gap between Biden and him. So, I mean, they would have to discover loads of votes that are just seething with voter fraud, whether it be from dead people, people who don't live in a state anymore, who somehow voted, people who have stolen mail-in ballots and tossed them over into a landfill, or people who have stolen other people's mail-in ballots and vote for Biden, stuff like that. But it is kind of suspicious. I'm just going to point this out. It is kind of suspicious that all the mail-in ballots were all for Joe Biden. I think that's a little bit suspicious, and I think that's one of the claims that the GOP is looking into, and I hope they do kind of uncover, like, why are the mail-in ballots for Joe Biden? We're talking about anywhere from 50 to 100,000 mail-in ballots are for Biden. Not one is for Trump. That's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy, and I think you guys should probably look into that. All right. So let's say, for example, Joe Biden does win. Again, states have not certified their votes. Joe Biden is the projected president-elect. He's not the president-elect yet. He is the projected. And it's funny how you people keep on saying that he's won the election when even the left-wing biased news sources are still saying projected. He's projected to win. He hasn't been elected president-elect yet. The states have not certified their votes in order to do that. And they won't certify their votes until all the investigations and litigations are over. That's when the electors will meet and say, boom, Joe Biden, you're president. Done. Okay? So please, folks, stop. You guys are going to be upset if Trump overturns this. It's going to be riots in the street. I'm just telling you right now, preemptively celebrating something that isn't for sure, not smart. All right? Not smart at all. Moving over, if Joe Biden does end up being president, I said this in my last video, we have increased our number in the House of Representatives as well as maintained the Senate with Mitch McConnell. Currently, right now, there is a civil war within the Democratic Party between AOC and the Squad, Rashida Tlaib, Ayanna Pressley, and Ilhan Omar against everybody else, because these people are trying to push the identity politics narrative to the Democrats, not realizing that because of those ideals that the House of Representatives have increased the Republican presence, because people aren't really down with identity politics. And that should be really evident after record-breaking minorities voting for Trump in his last election. People aren't down with identity politics. People are not down with saying that, oh, because we are oppressed, because we're a certain skin color, we come from a certain country, that we need to vote Democrat. People aren't down for that. And I think they kind of just missed the point there. And I think over the next 4 years, shit is going to get wild within the Democratic Party, because they're fighting the Squad. The Squad, the only weapon they have is that you're a racist if you don't agree with me. A lot of Democrats don't really fucking care. A lot of Democrats are still moderate despite the whole woke primaries that we saw back in 2019. I mean, it's going to be a war over there. So you have Joe Biden, who could be president. You have his woke-ass vice president, not vice president, soon to be president, Kamala Harris, them trying to pass legislation over Mitch McConnell. I don't think that's going to happen, even if they try to pursue executive orders. Now, keep in mind, Joe Biden has already pointed out that on his first day, he's going to rejoin the Paris Accords. He's going to reenact the Iran deal. He's going to open the borders, and he's going to bring us back into the WHO, pretty much making us China's bitch. So all those will be executive orders, which executive orders are really unconstitutional, because he's bypassing legislation and the judicial branch to see if these things are unconstitutional, which they are. and just kind of bypassing all that. So again, there's a lot to unpack there in terms of what Joe Biden plans to do and the civil war going on within the Democratic Party. I, for one, am kind of interested to see how this thing actually plays out. If Biden becomes president, it's going to be a lot of things that I told you so to a lot of people. Or if Trump wins, is there's going to be a lot of freak out coming from the left. Actually, I take that back. I don't really think it matters where the freak out from the left happens, because I think it's just going to happen either way. These people are going to try and take over. But there are a lot of people who are coming out in support of Donald Trump. I mean, loads of people. I mean, absolutely just insane loads of people who are out here still marching, still hoping that this election could be overturned. It could be. And I'm the kind of guy that takes that 1% shot and try and, test my luck. Could it be overturned? Sure, absolutely. What's the likelihood that it would be overturned? Little to none. But again, 1% shot, I'm taking it. Okay. If it's Trump at a 1% shot versus Joe Biden being president for the next 4 years, I'm taking that 1% shot. All right. So that's all I got for you for today, folks. I do hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to try and do more weekly videos so I can just get all the news together and give you guys a video just like this, because a lot happens within a week. Like I said, I can't keep up with it. The moment I do one video, fucking another one shows up with something that I think I should cover. So I just kind of do it all at once. But that's pretty much what I've summed up from the week. You got the election results. You got people saying that it's a coup. It's a coup, I say, coming from Republicans, and of course AOC and the squad just having a hissy fit over everything in their own party, which I find to be absolutely hilarious. So please like, subscribe, share this video out, and I will see you guys next time on another episode of Culture Shock. And if you have not subscribed to my mailing list for Ultima the Legend Untold, you can find all that information in the comment section below. Also, my toy drive has started, so please find that in the comment section below, where to buy the books or where to make a donation. Trying to raise $500 here for the kids. All right, so enjoy your week. Monday is tomorrow, and you know what I say about Monday? Just be prepared. You're gonna see some wild shit. It never fails. All right, enjoy your time this week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.